There are gonna be some people who are angry with the way you move, how you speak, how you act, how you perceive yourself, and how you perceive others. Sometimes you really don't need anyone's approval to live. Sometimes living for yourself is a good thing. Sometimes living for others can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. When you feel like you're failing, you're actually winning. When you feel unsuccessful, you're actually successful. The Matrix is just trying to, I don't know, distract you from the truth because you can be light and you can be dark and you can be dark and you can be light. It's best to express both sides so both sides of the story can equal. When you're also exposing yourself, don't expose yourself in a negative way, but also expose yourself in a third person point of view so you can understand you when you don't really understand you. You need a reflection in front of you to know who and what you are capable of to become or becoming. Sometimes this power we have inside of us, this gift, wondering why we get a gift from God in the first place. We are one of the many archangels or newer angels that he is conjuring up to battle a force that we cannot recognize or see. But those who are open and have an open mind and a third eye can see what they see from God. It can become a blessing and then become a curse. It can be misled and misused and misabused. I'm one of myself had misabused my gifts that my ancestors gave me, so to speak. If you want to speak in that terms, if you want to call them ancestors. These gifts that they bring onto you are an expansion of a light form of you from another time and another place. You just gotta figure out the pieces of the puzzles of the gift that they give you. You really have to pay attention. You really have to sit with self, whether you sit with self in the dark form version of you to get to the light version of you. And then you understand your trinity. If you're a female, you understand your Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, which becomes you. Same thing with male. You understand your mother, daughter, sister. That's the trinity of you. But depending on what element that fits with you is the person that recognize their position, their role, their character to shape you and to shape them. It's not a one-sided idea. It's multiple ideas with the one consciousness. But whose subconscious are we really in? Because some days it will feel like we are living in someone else's dream within a dream. We know that we can't make certain decisions without a cause and effect. And if we neglect certain visions from the subconscious we are in, it tends to spit us out. Like it ate something disgusting for what it created and didn't like the seasoning, didn't like the taste of its own youth. Sometimes we have to explore both sides of us, whether we want to call ourselves dark or whether we want to call ourselves light. We are chosen for a role for a reason because once we leave, we are upgraded. We expand more. We don't descend, we ascend. And those that do descend just ends up coming back here. So I'm wondering, did some of us really just expanded and understood our history because we knew history was going to repeat itself? So we caught on to there could be multiple versions of us. And those multiple versions of us are our ancestors, are the archangels, are the angels of God, the 1,444. But I don't think I was supposed to do this video today, but something told me to do it anyway. Spirit said speak. Because every time I don't speak on what I know, with the knowledge I hold, I guess, or holds, a lot of people have them too. It's just a certain time of the moment you really get to activate and explore your realm of you. And I'm sorry for the energy I'm pulling. I can hear it in my voice. My bad. I can't shut it off. But just stay connected to yourself and stay connected to source. It's literally like the Hunger Games. I keep feeling that. Every time around this year, we're in December, it's like during the week of Christmas, we start to see, some of us can tap in and see how certain individual who walk like Jesus, I guess, or had like their Christ consciousness be crucified or whatever. I don't really fucking know. But I think that we're seeing a vision of them, how they resurrected. Some of us are choosing to be living in the moment of resurrection and the moment of death. Then, therefore, you become lucid. Like, you ever wonder why you get so confident out of a sudden? That's another form of lucid dreaming. That's another feeling that you get from lucid dreaming. And then you start to walk in your avatar, in the embodiment of you, of what you vision, not what everybody else visions. The one that you designed within your mind. It's crazy what you can create out of you and what you can become and who you can be. Whether it's an ancestors, most of them, they have a certain particular role. Pay attention when you work. Pay attention when you do creative things. Pay attention to what you do in anything in life. You will start to pick out who is who if you know your history, if you know your past. Because if you know your past, you know your present. If you know your present, you know your future. So don't be anxious, don't have anxiety, don't have depression. Depression is in the past, anxiety is in the future, being ancient. I can't say that word for nothing, but you know what I mean. It will be in the present. So start living a stay righteousness. Whether you're dark first and then you become light, or you're light and then you're dark. Understand both aspects of righteousness on both sides, light and dark. Trust me, it will save you some years. It will save you some time. You won't be feeling like me, feeling in guilt, feeling in shame because you have a gift, but you let trauma and things within inside of you control you. Learn to possess you. Same way you look up to a god or a goddess or God himself or Jesus, all of them. It's the same way you need to look at yourself sometimes. Because their time and your time is not going to really match up the way you want. The only way to manifest that time to make it equal is to put a step in the foot of the door. Imagine yourself opening the door and opening the portal, and you step in and you walk into your new reality. It's the same reality, but it's a different story. You might have the same people around you, but then your spirit is going to eventually move you to a new location, a new prophet, or a new prophecy that you have to fulfill. All you gotta do is just listen to your spirit. You might be scared. You might be wondering, why the fuck are you doing this? But you know you're gonna be passionate and grateful for it because spirit knows where it needs to be. The eagle will land on its own. That's what we are, technically. The ones that wanna fly and get lost so they can land somewhere safely and build a foundation. Build their own society, their own city, their own kingdom. God said, I will give you 30% if you can solve this for me. And I don't know what that 30% is for most of y'all. I can't tell you on the outcome on that, but I know somebody's about to get blessed. And I can feel it every day. I can feel it every day. Just hang in there, keep going, keep exploring you, keep knowing that you might be different, because you are different. And can nobody change you but you. Until next time.